Good evening. This evening we will hear from two of Sri Amma's devotees, Gayatri Sundaresan and Sharisha Janampalli Doki. Gayatri Sundaresan is blessed to have been under Puja Sri Madhyoli Saraswati Akka's upbringing and draws inspiration from her every day. Her long association with Sri Amma has no doubt rubbed off on her, and I have always appreciated Gayatri Auntie's cool demeanor at all times. She is a founding board member of Puja Sri Akka's Nandalala mission since 1997 and resides in the San Francisco Bay Area with her husband, Murali Sundaresan, and has two adult children. Gayatri Auntie conducts the mission's youth concert series and participates in its outreach activities in education, nutrition, culture, and spirituality. On a professional level, she is a hardware engineering program manager at Microsoft. As you can see, Gayatri Auntie is a very active member of Nandalala Mission. The title of her presentation is 3 Lessons from Her Holiness Puja Sri Madhyoli Saraswati.
Good evening. Thank you for the introduction. I'm humbled by the request to share some of my experiences with you all today, particularly 3 lessons from Her Holiness Puja Sri Madhyoli Saraswati. Respected Puja Sri Akka, Namaskarams to you on the occasion of the 5th anniversary of Hindu Temple of Antelope Valley in Lancaster, California, the abode of Devi Akhilandeshwari in North America. Along with Appa and Amma, you have shaped me into who I am today. I feel extremely fortunate to have been born in a family at a time when they had already gotten introduced to you and to have been in your grace since birth. I've been truly blessed to have had many learning experiences through your unconditional love, kindness, and encouragement as I grew up to be a daughter, sister, wife, mother, and a citizen of the world. I dedicate this speech at your lotus feet. My earliest memories of association with and learning from Pujya Shri Akka is of spending countless summer days at her very modest home in Chennai. Learning to write Tamil by copying her manuscripts for print, making handicrafts such as Aishwarya Kolam, and setting up for exhibitions of flower arrangements, food preparations, and horticulture. Festival holidays such as Navratri and New Year's were even more memorable with special celebrations for kids. All of those experiences were playfully educational. Socialization with elders and other kids in a very loving environment was a preparation for life in a vast world. I still remember those days as one of the best so far, and the friendships cultivated then still stand today. The next set of learnings were outside the home, the many places we have been together. In this, we were so blessed to have Pujya Shri Akka grace all of our homes in several cities for extended periods of time. Trichy was special, with visits to Thiruvannaikoval and picnics by the river Kaveri. Chennai, Hyderabad, Coimbatore, Bangalore in India, and Sunnyvale in the US extended the interactions, which also continued in Los Angeles, Utah, San Francisco, Hawaii, St. Louis, Rochester, New Jersey in the US, and as well as in Singapore. Through these trips, she imparted a keen sense of curiosity in new cultures, peoples, languages, food, customs, as well as a love of nature. Through the years, I have witnessed several daily lessons she taught us by example: tolerance, patience, forgiveness, benevolence, as well as innovation, cooperation, and collaboration. to name a few. Of all of these, three lessons are the most enduring to me. I will highlight them with examples. The first lesson, hope. Pujyashree Akka always exudes a can-do spirit. She motivated me to see the positive side of things. She always said, imagine it is going to be 100% successful. This made me realize that though hope by itself may not be a strategy for success, it is definitely a motivator. By being hopeful, one is driven to keep looking for alternative solutions, spend energy in looking forward, and not get mired in current state of affairs. To believe that change is possible. I'm frequently given the feedback at work that I'm a calm person, able to maintain composure around chaos. I believe it is the lessons of hope that helps me navigate difficult situations with competing agendas. Due to family circumstance, I had a break in my educational career soon after undergrad, but she fostered a strong sense of hope, assured me I would get my chances in future, and supported me in finding a job instead, which turned out to be the right thing to do at that time. That hope and assurance sustained me for several years until I was able to continue my higher studies and complete it twice fold. The second lesson, faith. Along with hope, Pujyashree Akka always stresses that faith goes hand in hand. Faith in one's efforts, one's team, the knowledge of professionals, and in the power of the Supreme. She would encourage me to seek the advice of experts in education, law, accounting, marketing, medicine, to increase my faith in them. She encouraged me avidly in my educational pursuits to develop faith in myself. She extolled the capabilities of others so I could have faith in them. At the same time, she also suggested simple prayers to the divine in order to develop a sense of humility and to be able to surrender when situations were out of my control. This sense of faith helps me to harness the energy of people around me with trust and to draw strength from the Almighty. I find this to be true on several occasions in dealing with my own family's many health struggles, in interacting with my team at work, and in doing service with the Nandalala Mission family. Faith enabled many accomplishments which I had no idea was possible. Perseverance. This is the third lesson. She strongly believed in one's efforts and the power of many individual efforts to achieve a big goal. Whether it was building the Sri Nandalala Cultural Center in Chennai or expanding the reach of Nandalala Mission in the US and abroad, she showed us that if one persevered, one can achieve great things for collective good. It was a tough 2 years for me to pursue my MBA after a 20-year gap, but by taking it one day at a time, it resulted in a graduation I dedicate to her. Her simple suggestion to learn typing and prepare for exams comes in so useful now when I spend hours on the keyboard. Over 20 years, through Nandalala Mission, we have persevered to offer several community service programs and now have the recognition and trust in the community that they can depend on us to serve them throughout the year and through special needs. I find these three lessons of hope, faith, and perseverance so comforting even during these pandemic times. We have to hope things will get better. We have to have faith that vaccines will be found. We have to derive strength from the divine. And we have to observe daily precautions and do our part to control the pandemic. Truly enduring lessons that can be applied to any situation. With gratitude, I hope to apply the teachings of Pujyashree Akka in situations yet to come. I sincerely seek her blessings to help me make the right decisions for myself, for the good of everybody around me, and to make her proud. I'm hopeful that if we apply ourselves in good faith and persevere, we can really achieve what we put our collective minds to. Thanks to Dr. Padmaraja and Dr. Anil Kumar for this opportunity to share these lessons from Pujyasri Akka. Congratulations on the 5th anniversary of the temple and best wishes for many more. And thank you all for your time today.
Thank you, Gayatri Auntie. Your speech inspires us to persevere and has imbued us with hope and firm faith at the feet of Sri Amma. We will now hear from Shirisha Janampally Doki, someone who I grew up with in Lancaster. Shirisha was always bright and aspiring and a studious student, who is now an accomplished neurologist and a sleep medicine specialist. Shirisha is fortunate to have had Sri Amma's grace upon her ever since she was diagnosed with a rare autoimmune blood disorder almost 15 years ago. At the persistence of her father's good friend, a family friend, Dr. Padmaraja, Shirisha decided to seek advice from Sri Amma, whom she endearingly calls as Mata. And there was never looking back after that pivotal step in which Mata entered Shirisha's life. She is blessed to have 2 children, Arjun and Neeraja, both of whom were named by Mata. Shirisha lives with her husband Naveen and her children in the Northern Virginia area.
Thank you very much, everyone, for taking the time to listen to my own personal journey of Mata's Maya. I know that these are trying times for everybody, and I am very optimistic that Mata's grace will be bestowed upon all of us as it has always been. From my family to yours, Jai Nandalala. Hi all, this is Shirisha Janampally Doki, and I'm so honored to talk about Mata's Maya today. She has entered my life about 15 years ago when I was diagnosed with a life-threatening illness at that time, and I needed Mata's guidance, and I was very, very fortunate that she entered my life at that time. She has been very, very instrumental in helping me, guiding me throughout my illness, giving me the proper guidance and faith, along with her grace in all aspects of my illness and post-illness and everyday events after that. And I am just, I feel so honored that she entered my life at that time. I feel very thankful to Padmaraj uncle who persuaded my father and me to talk to Mata, as well as my husband to talk to Mata at that time. And Mata was very accurate in all aspects of my illness, and with her advice I took the proper treatment, and within 2 weeks of the treatment my blood counts actually did improve as she said that they would. And she also was very instrumental in convincing me that I could have my own children even after my illness, even though I was very frightened that it would come back, because the possibility of getting that illness after pregnancy and delivery was possible. But she assured me that I would be fine, and she was very, very correct in that. And with her grace, I'm very fortunate today to have 2 children. Their names are Arjun and Neeraja. Both of them have been named by Mata. And the most interesting example of her Maya is that my son Arjun can speak Tamil very well, and we mainly speak English and Telugu at home. So I'd like to introduce Arjun and myself to have Arjun actually say something in Tamil.
Go. Vanakkam, என் பேர் அர்ஜுன். எங்க அம்மா ரொம்ப நன்றி. இறைவன் மாதா ரொம்ப நன்றி. எங்க லைஃப் எங்க அம்மா டிசீஸ் ரொம்ப நன்றி. நான் என் பேரு ரொம்ப நல்லா இருக்கு. நன்றி.
We have had very interesting as well as informative presentations from Sri Amma's devotees. This will be continued tomorrow morning at 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time after the Devi Akhilandeshwari Parikrama. Thank you.